Hello, my name is Mary Cooper. I am 98 years old now. And when you live this long, the world begins to feel quieter. Not empty, just quieter. The noise of wanting things fades. The urgency of proving yourself disappears. What remains are memories, and almost all of them involve people. Family is everything, my dear, and I did not understand the depth of that truth until very late in my life. When I was a young girl, I thought family was simply something you were born into. I did not yet understand that it was something you must tend to, protect, and choose again and again. I grew up in a modest home where nothing was wasted, especially not love. We did not talk about emotions the way people do now, but love was present in actions, meals prepared without complaint, hard work done quietly, forgiveness offered without ceremony. My mother would wake before dawn to prepare breakfast. My father would come home exhausted but still ask about our day. These were not grand gestures, but they created a home where we felt secure. I took this for granted then. I assumed all families operated this way. Only later did I realize how fortunate I had been to witness what real commitment looked like. As I grew older, I became eager to step into the world. I wanted independence. I wanted to be seen as capable. Like many young women of my time, I believed that marriage was both a destination and a solution. I believed that once I found love, life would fall neatly into place. No one told me that love alone is not enough to sustain a life. No one explained that the person you choose becomes half of every decision you will ever make. I met many men when I was young. Some were exciting, some were charming, some made promises they could not keep. I confused intensity with depth and attention with respect. That confusion nearly cost me years I could not afford to lose. There was one man in particular who swept me off my feet, as they say. He was handsome and spoke beautifully about the future we would have together. But when I introduced him to my family, I noticed things. He dismissed my father's advice. He became impatient with my younger siblings. He wanted me to myself, away from the people who had raised me. At the time, I thought this meant he loved me deeply. Now I understand it was a warning I should have heeded. I wish someone had sat me down and told me that a good husband is not someone who dazzles you, but someone who steadies you, someone who makes your life easier, not more complicated, someone whose presence brings peace rather than constant excitement. Excitement fades, peace sustains. When I met the man who became my husband, there was no dramatic beginning. No rush, no urgency. There was something far more valuable. There was calm. He listened without trying to correct me. He respected my opinions even when they differed from his own. He treated my parents kindly and understood that family mattered to me. That alone spoke volumes. I remember the first time he came to Sunday dinner. He helped my mother clear the table without being asked. He sat with my father and genuinely listened to his stories, even the ones he had heard before. He played patiently with my younger brother. These small acts told me more about his character than any romantic words could have. My friends thought I was settling. They said he was too quiet, too ordinary. They wondered why I was not choosing someone more exciting. But I had learned by then that excitement is not the same as substance. I wanted a partner, not a performer. Marriage is not built on romance, it is built on daily choices. It is built on patience when tempers rise and compassion when life becomes difficult. My husband and I faced seasons of hardship that no amount of affection could have erased. There were years when money was tight and years when exhaustion seemed endless. There were disagreements we did not resolve quickly, but we shared values, and that made all the difference. I remember a particularly difficult winter when we had 3 young children and very little income. The stress could have torn us apart. We were both tired, both worried, both stretched too thin. But instead of turning against each other, we turned toward each other. We made decisions together. We divided responsibilities fairly. We reminded each other that this too shall pass. During those years, I saw marriages around us crumble. Couples who had seemed deeply in love could not withstand the pressure of real life. The difference I came to understand was not how much they loved each other, but whether they respected each other. Love is a feeling, respect is a choice you make every single day. A good husband does not compete with your family. He honors them. He understands that love multiplies rather than divides. Together we built a home that was not perfect, but it was safe. Our children knew they were loved. They knew that commitment meant staying when it would have been easier to leave. My husband never asked me to choose between him and my aging parents. When my mother became ill, he helped care for her without complaint. When my father needed us, we made room in our home. This is what family means. It means understanding that we are all connected and that caring for one another is not a burden but a privilege. I learned that family is not about perfection. It is about showing up. It is about forgiveness offered even when it feels undeserved. It is about continuing to care even when emotions are complicated. Over the years, friendships came and went. Jobs ended. Plans changed. But family remained. There were moments when I disappointed my husband, moments when he disappointed me. We were human beings learning to build a life together. What mattered was not avoiding conflict, but handling it with grace. We learned to apologize sincerely. We learned to listen even when we wanted to defend ourselves. We learned that being right matters far less than being kind. There were moments when life tested us deeply. Illness entered our home. Loss arrived uninvited. Those moments strip life down to its essentials. In those times, achievements mean nothing. Titles mean nothing. What matters is who sits beside you in silence and who holds your hand when words fail. When our youngest child became seriously ill, I watched my husband stay awake night after night at the hospital. He never complained, never asked why this was happening to us. He simply showed up day after day doing what needed to be done. That is love. Not the kind in movies, but the kind that sustains you when nothing else can. I watched others chase things they thought would bring happiness. More money, more recognition, more status. I did some of that myself. But none of it ever replaced the comfort of family or the stability of a loving partnership. Time has a way of revealing what truly matters, and it is rarely what we spend our youth chasing. I have known people who achieved great success in their careers but found themselves alone in their later years. I have known people who accumulated wealth but had no one to share it with. Success without family to celebrate it feels hollow. Accomplishment without loved ones to remember it with fades quickly. As the years passed, I noticed how quickly time moved. Children grow faster than you expect. Parents age before you are ready. One day you realize you have fewer tomorrows than yesterdays. That is when regrets can creep in if you are not careful. Regret does not come from working too hard. It comes from loving too little and waiting too long. I think of all the times I said I was too busy for a phone call, too tired for a visit, too stressed to really listen. Those moments are gone now. The people I put off visiting have passed away. The conversations I delayed never happened. This is the price of believing you have more time than you do. If I could speak to younger women now, I would tell them this: choose your partner wisely. Not for excitement, not for convenience, not because you are afraid of being alone. Choose someone who respects you when you are tired, who stands by you when life is heavy, and who shares your values when decisions matter most. Loneliness is painful, but being with the wrong person is far more damaging. Watch how he treats his own family. Watch how he speaks about his mother. Watch how he handles disappointment. Watch how he treats people who can do nothing for him. These things reveal character in ways that romantic words never will. I would also tell them not to neglect their families in the pursuit of success or approval. Careers end. Circumstances change. Family, when nurtured, becomes the foundation that carries you through every season of life. Call your parents while you still can. Spend time with your children while they are still young. These moments do not wait. Your parents will not always be here to ask for advice. Your children will not always want to spend time with you. These windows close faster than you think. Do not learn this lesson too late. Build traditions, even small ones. Share meals together. Create rituals that bring your family together. These are the memories that sustain you when everything else falls away. I can still remember the smell of my grandmother's kitchen and the sound of my children's laughter echoing through our home. These are my treasures now. Now at 98, I measure my life not by what I achieved, but by the love I gave and received. I think of dinners shared, hands held, and quiet evenings filled with understanding. I think of a husband who respected me and a family that stood together through every storm. When I look back on my life, the promotions I received do not matter. The compliments I was given have faded. What remains vivid are the faces of the people I loved. The feeling of my husband's hand in mine, the sound of my children calling me Mom, the knowledge that I was part of something larger than myself. Family is everything. And choosing a good husband, one who honors you and shares your values, shapes the entire course of your life. This is not something I learned quickly, but it is something I know without doubt now, at the end of a very long journey. If you remember nothing else I have said, remember this: the people who love you are your greatest wealth. Treat them accordingly, choose them wisely, hold them close, because in the end they are all that truly matters.